3-1 ahead on aggregate. Offside is ahead to Wembley. The rematch of the 2022 Carabao Cup showdown with Chelsea. Fulham getting us back underway here in Leicester, with no changes from either side at the break. Starting 11. Back into the match action. Fulham, Bernd Leno at goal, Timothy Castagne, Tosin Adebayo, Issa Diop, Anthony Robinson at the back. Vial Palhinha, Tom Kearney, Bobby Cordoba Reed, Andres Pereira, Willian, Raul Jimenez leading the attack. Liverpool to lead their own attack here in the first few moments of the second half. Players playing across the box, which will be picked up by Cody Gakpo. Drive just always curving wide of Bernd Leno's post. Liverpool team, including Kelleher, Conor Bradley, Gerald Kwanzaa, Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, Harvey Elliott, Gakpo, Darwin Nunez to score. Breaking the goal here at Craven Cottage is Diaz. Just another reminder, of course, no VAR in action this evening. Decision of the EFL for this tournament at the semi-final stage. Chelsea, past championship side Middlesbrough last night 6-1, 6-2 on aggregate to the Pochettino's team. The Spurs man to win his first ever trophy in the final on February 25th. It's seemingly likely Liverpool is there on the season. Appreciation for Diogo Jota. International is on the bench for the Reds tonight. Against Bournemouth at the weekend. It's the match at the start of 2024. Throwing to Liverpool. Right hand side, Bradley. Inside, Gravenberch finds Elliott. Kearney's quickly in to snap it away. Emerges with it for Liverpool. Now Diaz inside. Changes made by Marco Silva, of course, his team to score goals. Back into this one, 2 goals out by from Liverpool as it stands, from taking to extra time and reaching the penalties. Benefit Castagne by Kali. Again, team passing just missing for Fulham this evening. All the hard work there helping out Castagne. All up to Jimenez and Bobby all over Reed. Castagne. Some of the options for Fulham on the bench if Silva doesn't want to shake things up. Yes, there is attacking firepower there available. Carry Liverpool down the left hand side. One here, Tosin Adebayo on the edge of the box. Goes backwards to Joe Gomez. Gomez goes for goal. Issue there for Bernd Leno. Flies over the top. Stand in, Liverpool left back. First choice for the left back, of course, Andy Robertson. It's available tonight. So flashes of him already out, warming up and stretching. The Reds, you imagine, will give him that reception if he does get on the pitch at some stage. 2 months of action for shoulder operation. Regular back, left back, comes to Shimikas. Kearney to just down away from Harvey Elliott halfway, and he's done well to put that one round the corner. Now Willian darts inside, gets away from Fonz, squares it to Bobby, the corner over Reed. Gomez with the block, Diaz gets in there to complete the job, corner to Fulham. back to front there from side. It just didn't quite work properly. Put in Pereira, dealt with by William. Left hand side. Right. Diaz just racing for their first points. Nunez on the battle. Back towards his own goal. Again, gets Castagne. Moves on into the box. It's dealt with by fantastic questions. Stage of the second period. Second goal selection in there from Diaz and just stabbing it over the bar. Trying to adjust to and break it down and test Leno. Race away on the track and grab him and all that towards Gomez gets it clear. Stand over right. Switch back up from left now. Robinson. Kick to Fulham. Great challenge there on Tom Kearney. Cross and gap late there. To try and get possession back. Tom Kearney. Try and take this opportunity to the box. Back to it's it in now and one. Kelleher's beaten to it and it's off the post by Andres Pereira. Liverpool immediately on the counter attack. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Nunez raids downfield. Can he find Diaz? This is it on to Harvey Elliott down the right, saved by Leno. Huge opportunity at the other end. It's it in now and one. Kelleher's beaten to it and it's off the post for Fulham. Still on the attack here. Alexis McAllister will just drag that one wide of the post. Saved by Leno. Huge opportunity at the other end. from end to end since the restart at Craven Cottage. Fulham knowing they do have to go for broke, but Liverpool, with Nunez, Diaz and co, they've got an attacking output that would threaten any Premier League side. Here's McAllister looking to just battle his way down the right hand side, eventually shut out by João Palhinha, but Willian's clearance just cannons into Ryan Gravenberch. His cross is cleared away. Liverpool again trying to make something work down the right, fed in field. Diaz with the ball into Gakpo, hangs it in towards Kwanzaa. Again, Liverpool just keep coming in waves. Fulham can't get themselves cleared and up the pitch. Nice little dink there from Luis Diaz to find Harvey Elliott over the left hand side, and it's a throw in now to the Reds. Joe Gomez will come over and take. It's an easy take from Darwin Núñez, just drop it into take the ball from Alexis McAllister. Now play back to Kwanzaa. Over to the right to Bradley. Fulham just managing to shepherd Liverpool back into their own half in the last few moments, trying to force an error. As Van Dijk's forced to go long there, and his fellow number 4 Tosin Adebayo will clear that out for a throw-in. Free kick to Liverpool from the throw. Tom Kearney colliding with Luis Diaz. We tick just over the 60-minute mark. You'd imagine Marco Silva will be planning changes here. Fulham are facing Carabao Cup exit unless they can produce something pretty special in the final 30 minutes. Liverpool still leading 1-0 thanks to that very early goal from Luis Diaz. Got a 3-1 aggregate advantage as well. Fulham need a goal. It's good play from Cody Gakpo just to kick that away from Anthony Robinson, and Harvey Elliott will take over now, squared across the edge of the box to Diaz. Diaz just couldn't find an angle there. Stepped away from Pereira and Palhinha. Eventually Kearney gets back in to snuff him out. They've put it well to work that back across to Alexis McAllister. He'll just tangle with Raul Jimenez. That's a foul against McAllister in the end. Tom Kearney came in to back up his striker. McAllister brings him down. And we are seeing some movement down on the Fulham bench. Marco Silva is to make a few swaps. Try and see if he can give Liverpool something to think about. But the Reds are back in the attack here. Darwin Núñez almost managed to just trickle that into Harvey Elliott inside the box, but it's eventually a free kick against the Uruguayan. Barging into Timothy Castagna there. It will be a few minutes before we see any changes by Fulham. Not yet clear who Marco Silva is bringing on. Just a flurry of movement so far. It's Bernd Leno again, opts for the short play out from the back. Finds Anthony Robinson, who again will look to go direct, try and find Jimenez, but Kwanzaa's there first. Conor Bradley will lead the charge, and that's fell nicely for Darwin Núñez on the edge of the box if he can find an angle. Núñez! Just past the post. Liverpool's man in form. Little pirouette on the edge of the box. Could have maybe fed Bradley in again. But given the form that he's in at the moment, you can't really blame him for that one. 10 goals in all competitions, 2 at the weekend, of course, against Bournemouth. He just span away from João Palhinha, and that was not far away from Bernd Leno's far post. Jurgen Klopp is also in conversation with his coaching staff, and changes are afoot potentially for Liverpool as well. Game management, you imagine, would be the priority for Klopp now, as Gomez looks to storm through central midfield, but he's checked by Palhinha. Pereira just runs into two Liverpool players. McAllister and Gravenberch get across to deal with him. The throw into Fulham over on the far right hand side. It's worked all the way across the Fulham box to Robinson. Given away by the USA internationalists. Conor Bradley bursting forward this time. Good tackle there from João Palhinha, sliding in to keep him at bay. Liverpool regain possession though. Gakpo looks to link up with McAllister on the near right hand side. Van Dijk. Now Gomez, who's tucked in very central in the last few minutes. Luis Diaz is almost switched to a left wing back role. As Kwanzaa plays that ball into the channel for Gakpo, but the Dutch international was expecting the flag, and it comes eventually. He stopped his run in anticipation that he was going to be called offside. And it looks as if Liverpool's changes are going to be made before Fulham's. Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota stripped and ready to go. And it'll be Harry Wilson coming on for Fulham. Just over 20 minutes here to play at Craven Cottage. Live on Flash Score UK. Fulham 0, Liverpool 1. Liverpool 3-1 up on aggregate, and a date with Chelsea potentially in the diary for February 25th. Fulham, of course, as we mentioned throughout this game, bidding to reach their first ever final in this competition against Liverpool, who are the most successful in the history of the EFL Cup. Carabao Cup this season, of course, but throughout its previous incarnations, Liverpool have won 9 titles. 2022, the most recent of those, and Jurgen Klopp's only success in this competition. Of course, the practicalities of the Premier League also dictates selection and team management. The changes incoming for Jota and Jones will be in mind of that very busy run of Premier League games on the horizon. Norwich City in the FA Cup this weekend, and then Chelsea, Arsenal, Burnley, Brentford and Luton before the end of February for Liverpool. So changes, rather. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid withdrawn for Harry Wilson, like for like. Down the Fulham right hand side, it's Alexis McAllister and Darwin Núñez withdrawn for Jones and Jota. Again, similar change. Jones will come straight into that Liverpool midfield, Jota into the attack. Kelleher gets the ball back rolling for Liverpool. Headed down on halfway by Tosin Adebayo, picked up by Harvey Elliott. Fed into Jota, his first touch, and he's immediately barged into by Issa Diop. Now Jones into Jota. Jota, of course, joining Darwin Núñez in bagging 2 goals at the weekend against Bournemouth. The absence of Mo Salah has been much discussed in recent weeks, and the injury that he suffered away on AFCON duty with Egypt could keep him out of the team for a little while longer. But the Liverpool support cast have more than stepped up since he went away. 3 wins in all competitions. 1 each in the FA Cup, League Cup and Premier League. Attack, back to that in just a moment. Núñez raids downfield, can he find Diaz? This is it on to Harvey Elliott, down the right, saved by Bernd Leno. And now Gakpo will go to the left and Jota through the middle. Here is Jota trying to spin away from Paulinho on the edge of the box, but Curtis Jones did well to get back in and make the tackle. Foul, though, in the opinion of the referee. Frustration written on João Paulinho's face. You can see that he's annoyed with Fulham's inability to really make an impact on this game. A handful of half chances in the first half, but that effort against the post by Andres Pereira at the start of the second period, get the sense even that that was the opportunity for Fulham, as Jimenez does well to bring that ball forward down and find Kearney. Now Paulinho goes for the direct ball in behind, almost gathered in there by Harry Wilson. That was his first touch since coming on. Those will be the runs that Marco Silva wants him to make. Paulinho found him and he was well onside. Wasn't picked up by Joe Gomez. Liverpool left back switched off for a moment there, and Virgil van Dijk just giving him a quick reminder. Game is far from over. It's good play from Diaz to battle away with Tosin Adebayo on the left. Switches it over to the right now to Gakpo on inside the box. Kearney gets back, but it's given away again. Falls for Gravenberch, just wide of the post. Conor Bradley thought about the shot himself there initially, as it sat up nicely for both players on the edge of the box, but it fell better for Gravenberch. He was always swirling wide of Bernd Leno's post. Tick now on to the 70-minute mark. 20 minutes of normal time remaining for Fulham to produce something to keep their hopes of a Wembley dream alive. We're throwing to Liverpool down the right hand side, just inside the visitors' half. Bradley to take, but the referee has just called a halt for a moment. There's an argument going on between Diogo Jota and Issa Diop. Little and large combination there. Nothing more than a minor falling out, but they're back at each other. Jota certainly won't be overawed by the challenge of trying to match Diop physically, as Robinson wins back the throw-in for Fulham. Immediately squandered again. Marco Silva was just pulling Andres Pereira in for a quiet word on the sideline in front of his technical area. I'm sure he'll want to see his creative midfield star get on the ball a bit more and create a chance or two. Simon Hooper again intervening between Issa Diop and Diogo Jota, telling both players that's enough. Interesting one to keep an eye on in the final stages here. Issa Diop obviously frustrated with the way this game is going, and Diogo Jota's on, fresh, in form. Nice play from Fulham down the left hand side to get Willian nice and high, level with the Liverpool box. He spins away from Elliott, finds Kearney. Now Robinson. Fresh legs of Liverpool there. Jones and Jota just forcing Fulham back slightly, but Tosin Adebayo will come forward to Jimenez. Paulinho switch it over to the right to Castagna if he can get an early ball into the box. Blocked by Gomez. It's fallen nicely for Paulinho, deflected. And Jimenez just couldn't adjust his feet in time. Don't think that was what either player was intended. I think Paulinho was trying to steer one goalwards from the edge of the box. Bounced off Jones, fell for Jimenez, but he was unable to gather it in and get a shot away. I think just momentarily Tosin Adebayo and Issa Diop have swapped marking duties on Diogo Jota to try and quell that little row between the Liverpool forward. Here's Elliott, back to Jones. Jones again, just picking it up in a bit of space in between the Fulham midfield and attack. Finds Elliott. Got enough time to spread that one over towards Luis Diaz, but it's dealt with initially by Castagna and then picked up by Jota. Fulham players just short on ideas, short on energy. They know this game is ebbing away from them. That's seen by that foul there by João Palhinha on Joe Gomez. Gomez looking to burst in from left back and try and make something happen, and Palhinha, lazy tackle really. He knew he was never going to get there. We are going to see a final throw of the dice from Marco Silva for the last 15 minutes. A couple of changes incoming. I'll update you on those in just a moment, as Liverpool look to keep the pressure up in attack. Great bit of skill there from Luis Diaz to control a big switch from Harvey Elliott, and a return ball back in the direction of Cody Gakpo's a goal kick for Fulham. We'll just have to wait a moment or two longer to see those changes for Fulham. Marco Silva's already in conversation with the assistant referee and the fourth official. He wants to get his subs on as quickly as possible. You can understand his point. Pereira as well to keep that ball alive down the Fulham right. Now Wilson. Jimenez will just drift over into the channel to try and back Wilson up. Fulham just can't make it stick, and that's obviously not where they want Raul Jimenez. They want him inside the 18-yard box trying to cause problems for Van Dijk and Kwanzaa. As Willian steals in behind down the left now, but he's crowded out. Robinson backs him up. Willian on to Wilson. Back to Robinson. Now Kearney. Nice little triangles there from Fulham, and eventually that's forced a foul. Tom Kearney goes to the ground. He may be a slight bit fortunate there. He was caught by Cody Gakpo, but he had the look of someone that had lost control of the ball slightly and was grateful that Gakpo fouled it. So changes en route for Fulham. Kenny Tete and Rodrigo Muniz. Tete removed from the starting lineup for this game after starting the 1-0 Premier League defeat against Chelsea. Muniz has scored in the EFL Cup so far this season. Fulham will be hoping he can repeat that trick when he eventually gets on. That free kick comes to nothing. It's worked all the way back out onto the left hand side to Pereira. He finds Wilson, who big step over to get away from Bradley. Wilson with the ball in there. Goal! Fulham are level. Issa Diop finds himself in space in the 6-yard box, and Fulham have a way back into this game. From nowhere, the home team have themselves a chance, just about, to give Liverpool a scare. Good bit of skill initially from Harry Wilson. Conor Bradley a bit too eager to get across and squeeze him. Harry Wilson just waited, checked inside. The ball across takes a nick off Jaro Kwanzaa and Issa Diop. Credit to him, he gets there before Virgil van Dijk on the edge of the 6-yard box and steers it home past Guivan Kelleher. 1 each here at Craven Cottage. 3-2 to Liverpool on aggregate, of course. Liverpool still in the driving seat, but with 13 minutes to go, Fulham have something to fight for. Those changes will be delayed even more after that goal. Marco Silva is fuming, but Fulham have come immediately bursting forward from the kick-off. Willian. It's forced backwards by Elliott. He wanted the foul, referee says no. Gakpo gets away from Kearney, gets away from Robinson. Gakpo looking to raid in field here, but Pereira will get back and barge into him. Referee says play on. Jota gets away from Kearney. He's caught there by Diop. Diop's been waiting for that one, you imagine. It's a booking for the Fulham goal scorer. Back on defensive duty there, of course, it's a Diop. Diogo Jota just overran it maybe slightly as he looked to get the layoff. There was a cynical foul from Issa Diop. He's caught Diogo Jota, giving the referee no real choice there to brandish the card. Liverpool, you'd imagine, will take their time over this set piece. Just to the right of centre. 30 yards from goal. It'll be Harvey Elliott to take. I don't think he's going to have a direct strike at goal here. He's just checking his options to cross this one in. It'll be Elliott to take. Bernd Leno screaming at his Fulham defensive line to get as high as possible on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's dinked in by Elliott. Headed down and crossed the box by Van Dijk, was cleared away by Fulham. Back to Elliott. Measures the volley. It's wide of the post. An ambitious effort there by the former Fulham man. Fulham have got a spring in their step now. As Willian looks to switch that over to the right to Harry Wilson. Wilson at pace. Wilson! And that's an important save from Kevin Kelleher. It's an awkward bouncing shot from Harry Wilson. There was no Liverpool player looking to close him down. Joe Gomez backing off. Worked an angle. 25 yards from goal. It was spinning towards the bottom corner, and Kelleher scoops it behind for a corner. Still we wait for those Fulham changes. It's Andres Pereira to take. 10 minutes to go here at Craven Cottage. Headed away at the near post by Krappenberg. Helped on by Jones. Now Willian goes back to Pereira down the Fulham left. Pereira whips that one in. Cleared again. This time by Kwanzaa. Jones again will look to nick that forward on towards Diogo Jota, but it's good defending there from Anthony Robinson to block him off, and Fulham will come again. Harry Wilson was caught there. Referee says no. Play on. Palhinha will curl that one in over to the right hand side towards Jimenez. Great touch to get away from Van Dijk. Referee thought about potentially blowing for a foul on Jimenez there for a moment, but he thought against it. Jimenez has ended his protest pretty quickly there. It was a brilliant first touch from him initially to get a little bit of space, but Van Dijk immediately closed him down. Now Fulham back in possession. Liverpool happy to sit back and just soak the pressure for a few moments. Lofted forward. Robinson will make the run on Kelleher there, but it's an easy take for Kevin Kelleher. Just been shown a replay of that incident with Raul Jimenez. It seemed 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. The handball claim could have been made against Jimenez himself. Now here's Tosin Adebayo. That's a loose touch, but he's broke through the challenge of Curtis Jones. Kearney now switched over to the left to Willian, who brings it down in front of Harvey Elliott and looks to just tiptoe in past the line of the 18-yard box. Curled in, but Virgil van Dijk will get there before Harry Wilson. Cleared away. Fulham win the ball back again through Issa Diop. He'll spread it over to the right to Pereira. Whipped into the box. Van Dijk thought about going for it. Kelleher thought about going for it. They both left it. Willian just tries to whiz his way past Harvey Elliott down the left, but he loses out. Big tackle there from João Palhinha to get across and frustrate Cody Gakpo. We will have these Fulham changes now. 8 minutes of normal time remaining. And what looked like a stroll for Liverpool could be a very tense finale for Jurgen Klopp. Andres Pereira and Timothy Castagne, the players withdrawn by Marco Silva. Kelly Tete will go straight in at right back. And Rodrigo Muniz will join Raul Jimenez in attack. We'll just keep a little eye on that for the moment to see how the final plan emerges from Marco Silva. Could be potentially making a third change. The captain Tom Kearney now withdrawn. Harrison Reed is on. So it's actually a triple change for Fulham. Reed, Muniz and Tete on. There's going to be changes for Liverpool as well. Busy final few moments. Ibrahima Konate coming on to lend a hand to the Liverpool backline. Bobby Clark will be given a run out by Klopp as well. Cody Gakpo and Ryan Gravenberch, the players withdrawn, so clear message from Klopp. He wants Konate in the box to help out Van Dijk and Kwanzaa. But the big question will be, can Fulham give them something to worry about? 6 minutes of normal time here to go. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1, live on Flashscore UK. 3-2 to Liverpool on aggregate. As it stands, it is Liverpool going through to the EFL Cup final against Chelsea on February 24th. A goal from Fulham now would likely send the contest into extra time and the prospect of penalties. It's a free kick for Fulham on the edge of their own box. Luis Diaz tangling with Kenny Tete. Fulham eager to get things underway. Harrison Reed, incidentally, is taken over the armband from Tom Kearney in that midfield swap for Fulham. It's Wilson now, just try to flash that over to Willian, but it was really well dealt with by Conor Bradley. Willian gets back and wins it off him. Here's Bobby Clark. He loses out to Willian this time, but another sliding challenge there from Conor Bradley. Just keeps Liverpool from getting broken on. Fulham will go back again. Leno to Diop. Fulham defence there from Conor Bradley, just edging their way up the pitch, trying to force Liverpool back. Diop is pressed there by Elliott. His only option really was Bernd Leno. Tosin will fire that one downfield. Van Dijk wins the header. It's kept alive on that right hand side for Harrison Reed, but Jota now sliding in with Kenny Tete. It's spun away and Luis Diaz will try and keep that in, but it's good recovery tackle in the end by Kenny Tete. You throw in to Liverpool, right down by the left hand corner flag. A few more valuable seconds wasted from the perspective of Jurgen Klopp. Marco Silva does still have Carlos Vinicius on the bench, incidentally, if he wants to make a final change. Both managers have made 4 substitutions so far. It is now or never for Marco Silva. Here's Konate. First involvement for the French international since being thrown on by Jurgen Klopp. He's hassled and harried there by Muniz, and Kelleher will have to come out of his goal to the right hand side. It's hoofed downfield by Kelleher. Jota there wins the battle with Tosin Adebayo, and he's got away from Diop as well. And I think the referee's going to call this back for a foul on Tosin. Jota was buzzing in between the two Fulham centre-backs there. Initially tangled with Diop, and as it ran loose for Adebayo, the Liverpool substitute does catch him here, and he's been warned by the referee a few times since coming on about some overzealous tackling. Now Fulham again. Tete with it, long ball down the right hand side. That was well dealt with by Van Dijk. Was crunching in on Harrison Reed, and Liverpool come away with it. Brilliant little pass around the corner from Harvey Elliott on halfway to get Curtis Jones moving. Now Bobby Clark down the Liverpool left, steps away from Tete. Those experienced individuals for Liverpool out there, so important in these final stages. Van Dijk, McAllister. Just need to guide some of the younger players through these final moments. Fulham will create a chance or two, you'd imagine. Be a pretty healthy bit of added time. But for now, it is Liverpool. 2 minutes of normal time away from that final date with Chelsea. It's a nice win over on the left hand side from Clark. Diaz eases it across to Harvey Elliott. Now Jota inside the box. Can he get a shot away? He can't. Massed ranks from Fulham there to get back, and Bernd Leno just dives on the loose ball. Robinson will bring it clear for Fulham. Van Dijk gets there before Harry Wilson. Throw in to Fulham though. Anthony Robinson. Back to Harrison Reed. Fulham advance right up onto halfway now. Just Diop and Tosin in a defensive position for them. Willian tries to create an angle down the left, but he goes infield to Reed. Now Tosin switched over to the Fulham right for Kenny Tete. Crosses that one in, but it's headed up and away by Konate. Tete will battle away with Diaz over on that far side, and Wilson will get there first. Finds Tete. Now Palhinha. Tete looking to roll his way into the box. Blocked off. Palhinha with the volley. It's all the way wide for a Liverpool throw-in. It was just a swinging leg from the Portuguese international. Good work from Tete to get the wrong side of two Liverpool players and create a half chance there. I think Palhinha was caught in two minds possibly of trying to cross that one in or take a shot on. And it will be all eyes on the officials in the final few seconds as we tick towards added time. Tony Harrington will be the man with the board in just a moment or two. Can Liverpool hold on? Can Fulham find one more chance? Here comes Robinson, tries to burst his way past Bradley, but Konate gets round on the cover. There'll be a goal kick to Liverpool. 4 minutes added on. Conor Bradley is down after that collision with Robinson. He did well to get across and put his body in the way, block off Robinson, and Konate completed the job. Kelleher will take his time over this one. He knows that the focus is on Fulham. They have to find a way. They have to find an opening. As it is, Luis Diaz's early goal will be enough to give Liverpool the aggregate win. 1-1 on the night is not enough for Fulham. Cody Gakpo with the winner at Anfield. Diaz's early goal set the tone for Liverpool, but they've not been able to shut this one out. And Issa Diop's close range finish means that Fulham are still in it with just over 2 minutes of added time to play. It's a throw in to the home side, deep inside their own left back position. It'll be Robinson to Willian, cleared down the left hand side by Robinson, and Kwanzaa will get across and just ensure that one bounces out of play for a throw. Jurgen Klopp on his feet here, just encouraging his players, telling them to keep calm, focus on the task at hand. Bradley's throw is headed away, but only as far as Curtis Jones. Now Elliott. Elliott thought about the ball in behind to try and get Jones away, but it's dealt with by the Fulham defence. Robinson with a hopeful clearance there, but it's only as far as a Liverpool player, but it's given away. Be another throw in to Fulham, midway inside their own half. Robinson to Tosin. Now Tete. Feeds it on to Harrison Reed, who'll race over the halfway line. Fulham will win the throw. Wilson's one is immediately thrown inside, and it's shout for a foul for Fulham. Yeah, Palhinha thought he was pushed to the floor by two Liverpool players there. Referee disagrees. I think Fulham rather rushed that opportunity there. They had a chance to get bodies forward and cause an issue for Liverpool. Marco Silva seems to agree. We have had a yellow card there for Caoimhín Kelleher. The referee's warned him. on occasion over time wasting. Wasn't happy with how long he took over that goal kick, and it's a booking for the Liverpool keeper. I'm sure he will not mind one bit if it means his side edge themselves over the line, but there's just a bit more work to do for Jurgen Klopp and his players. And Gomez clears that one into touch and throw in to Fulham. This is it now, last chance saloon for Marco Silva's team. Reed comes short to pick up the throw. Squared along the halfway line by Tosin to Diop. Robinson. Fulham needs to get the ball forward. 20 seconds at it. Additional 4 remaining. Big ball over the far side towards towards Rodrigo Muniz. Now Wilson takes over. Jimenez battling away there, trying to keep it alive, and it's Wilson. The flag is up against Wilson. He wasn't quick enough to get himself back on side. He's furious with the decision. As the ball bounced loose to him, he just wasn't sharp enough to make sure he was advanced of Joe Gomez, and that could be that for Fulham's chances of featuring a first ever EFL Cup final. Liverpool, as we mentioned, the most successful team in the history of the competition. 9 titles won, and they are on their way to another final. Seconds to go. The referee just checks his watch as that free kick is played, and it's won by Jota, and that is it. The full-time whistle has blown here at Craven Cottage. 1-1 on the night. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1, but it is Jurgen Klopp's side on aggregate that march on to Wembley, and a date with Chelsea on February 25th. A first chance of silverware for Liverpool and Chelsea of the season. Luis Diaz's opening goal set Liverpool on the road. Issa Diop gave Fulham hope late on, but ultimately it is Liverpool that march on Wembley. Jurgen Klopp's side on aggregate that march on to Wembley next month. Full time here on Flashscore UK. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1 on aggregate. Fulham 2, Liverpool 3. Set Liverpool on the road. Issa Diop gave Fulham hope late on, but ultimately it is Liverpool that march on Wembley. Jurgen Klopp's side on aggregate that march on to Wembley next month. Full time here on Flashscore UK. Fulham 1, Liverpool 1 on aggregate. Fulham 2, Liverpool 3.